Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy DLloyd, and the Los Angeles Lakers, they won game 3, man, 116 to 108. Very, very entertaining game, man. A game where we've seen ups and downs really from both clubs, and I'm going to be going over my thoughts and opinions of the game. As usual, you guys let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions in the comment section below, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed, man. But the Lakers got a much needed win, a very, very important game. Typically, game threes, very, very important. The Lakers definitely needed to come out here and get a dub, and they did just that, man. LeBron James, he put the team on his back. He realized early that the Lakers were struggling scoring, and it wasn't one of those games where LeBron could just happily, try to get his assist up or happily play in the background. Game 2, he only had 10 points. AD wasn't there in the first half, at least for the Lakers. They were missing free throws. LeBron was also a culprit of that. He missed 5 free throws, but they were missing free throws. They were not playing very good, but he put the team on his back. I believe he had, 22 points in the first half, especially when you have CJ McCollum on the other side putting up 20 points. Damian Lillard putting up 19 points all in the first half. A much needed performance by LeBron James. And the Lakers definitely they thrived off of that leadership and off of that gameplay that he had early on. As for the rest of the team, like I said, Anthony Davis did not show up, but what I seen out of AD, I liked. He did not show up in the first half. He missed free throws, which you don't really see much from Anthony Davis, right? He's about an 85% free throw shooter. He was missing free throws left and right. I believe he missed 7 on the day in total. Missing free throws left and right. Yes, LeBron had the 38, but Anthony Davis in the second half is the player that impressed me because he played so poorly. And we've seen AD kind of get up in his head where if he doesn't start off good, he really doesn't bounce back. He really doesn't have a good performance. That wasn't the case. He got his game back right in that second half. And in the fourth quarter, knocked down some big shots that ultimately helped the Lakers, they didn't lose the lead, extend that lead, and then ultimately win the game. Second half, because they were losing at halftime, the Lakers played phenomenal. That fourth quarter where they scored 40 points, that was an amazing quarter, man. But the Lakers, they definitely, they balled in, especially on the defense side of the basketball, especially in that second half, that third quarter and the fourth quarter. They really were able to lock down Portland. Portland was struggling with the shooting again, and it benefited the Lakers long term, man. But Anthony Davis is a guy who definitely impressed me in this game. He attacked the basket strongly. He did everything that you would want him to do. LeBron James was able to kind of take his foot off that gas in the second half because he could then dump it down to Anthony Davis. He was then lobbing it up to Dwight Howard and AD. AD was grabbing those rebounds, getting those and one. So I really like that side of the Lakers, right? Now, looking at the rest of the guy, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope had another solid game. What was he? 3 from 8, I believe. Let's see if I can pull it up. Yes, 3 from 8 from the three-point line, 4 of 13 from the field, 13 points. He was +5 with his plus-minus. I'm okay with that, really. You just need KCP to knock down some open shots. You've seen LeBron kind of finding him instead of a Danny Green, who we're about to talk about in a second. But KCP played well on the defensive end, played well on the offensive end. I'm cool with that. The 13 shots, a little bit more. You would hope maybe Kuzma took a little bit more of those shots. Kuzma took a backseat in this game. Only 2 for 6. He did play 23 minutes, but 7 points. Got a couple of rebounds. Didn't play terribly. Did not knock down a 3 at all. 0 for 3 from there. But Kuzma a little quiet. Now, Danny Green. He's been awful in the bubble. He's been awful this series. I don't think he was awful in this game. Yes, he didn't play great. 8 points, 3 of 8 shooting, 2 of 4 from the three-point line. I don't think he played awful. He played okay defensively. He had a really nice play where he had 2 blocks in the same possession. That was nice. Danny Green has been okay. The Lakers, they're trying to ride with him, man. He's out there to play defense, out there to knock down shots. You did see, I don't know if it was on purpose, but there was times where Danny Green was open in the corner and he did not get the ball. So I don't really know from that perspective if that was done on purpose, but I mean, he played okay. I don't think this was the game that was terrible from Danny Green. So I'm not going to bash him too much. Caruso had a solid game, giving you 10 points, 7 assists, 4 rebounds. Now we're going to see what the Lakers do with their rotation and lineup because we know Rajon Rondo looks like he'll be back for game 4. He was a very late scratch. He was active. We probably didn't get word that he wasn't playing until about 15 to 10 minutes before tip-off. So late scratch, apparently dealing with some back issues. We'll see if he's out there for game 4. I'm expecting him to be out there game 4, and we'll see, if Caruso gets the same amount of minutes. Playing 27 minutes today, we'll see exactly what they do with that lineup. I don't expect, Rondo to start. I think we're going to see the same starting 5 with Danny Green and KCP in the backcourt. And maybe coming off the bench, getting some minutes here or there. J.R. Smith gave you 9 minutes, no points. I would still rather see Dion Waiters than J.R. Smith, but I'm glad there at least somebody coming off the bench trying to get up shots. J.R. Smith just didn't knock anything down. I think Dion Waiters could create more of an offensive threat. I know J.R. Smith, at least in the eyes of the Lakers, could play better defense. And you're worried about Dion Waiters, what he could do defensively, but Dion Waiters could create his own shot. And when that second unit gets a little stagnant, I think Waiters is, where you want to go. And I think that's the guy who could really, now I want to say elevate because the second team's been playing well, but you know what I mean? They can still go out here and get buckets. As for Portland, man, Dame did not look affected too much with the dislocated finger on the left hand. Still had 34 points, 13 of 14 from the three-point line. Knocked down threes at a little bit better clip, 5 for 11. CJ McCollum was on fire really in the first half. Cooled off a lot in the second half, had 20 points in the first half, finished the game with 28 points. Melo was basically the opposite, missed his first 7 shots, and then finished with 20 points. It was a nice little run, and I believe it was the third quarter where he knocked down like 3 shots in a row. So Carmelo Anthony played good. Nurkic looked off to me today. I don't know. He looked tired at times, looked sluggish, looked kind of out of it. Nurkic, I don't know what was going on there. Nurkic did not look good, and then no production from the Trailblazers bench. He had 0 points from Gabriel. Hazonia gave you 2. Gary Trent Jr. gave you 6, and then Simmons gave you nothing. That's the bench play. And Gary Trent played 27 minutes. So he's been hot in the bubble, knocking down threes. Just was not his night at all. No contribution really from the bench from Portland. The Lakers are looking like they're kind of figuring out Portland. Of course, they're going to have to knock down more free throws. They're going to have to keep the defensive intensity up, knock down threes at a decent rate. They were 12 for 35 today. So Portland was 12 for 35. The Lakers were 10 of 30. So around there, get you 10 to 15 threes in the game for the Lakers. I think that will be enough to get you the wins. But they go up 2-1 in the series. I could see a scenario where this ends in 5. I could really see that scenario taking place. But you guys let me know how you guys feel about this series. Portland's not out of it. Of course, only down 1 game. And when you got Dame, you get guys who could put up as many points as them. They're liable to win. But Lakers have been playing so well defensively. You just need a little bit on the offensive end, and then you'll be able to get the W, man. But you guys let me know your guys' thoughts on the series. Who do you think is going to win this series? Let me know how you guys feel about Danny Green. Should he still be getting 30-plus minutes? Are you guys kind of over Danny Green? Let me know all of that in the comment section below. Lakers up 2-1. Very entertaining series. But I'm out of here. It's your boy DLloyd. I'm going to see y'all next time. Peace.